Hello dear friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video I am going to tell you about the new sections that are added or rather introduced to Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. We all know that Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita is going to replace Indian Penal Code, and it is going to take effect from 1st of July 2024. Now the new additions or rather introductions to BNS are as follows. First is section 2 subsection 3 of BNS, which goes on to define who a child is. Okay, now this section defines a child as any person who is below the age of 18 years. That is the first addition you will see in Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and the second addition to BNS in comparison with Indian Penal Code is the offence of abetment outside India. Okay, abetment outside India is included in section 48. Now what that section goes on to say is that if a person is living in Canada, let's name him A. If a person is living in Canada and he instigate B, who is in India, to commit a murder in India, okay, then A is said to have committed the offence under section 48 because murder is punishable under BNS. It is an unlawful act in India. So any act which is unlawful in India, if it is if abetment of the same is instigated by any person living abroad, then they will be liable under section 48 of BNS. I hope I make myself clear. Now the next addition is printing or publishing any matter relating to court proceedings without permission. This is contained in section 73 of BNS, but this is mainly with regard to those matters which are sub judice, which means those matters which are under the consideration of the court. Now there is no prohibition with regard to publishing judgments or orders of High Court or Supreme Court, because that has already that is already considered. Now this bar is only with regard to matters which are being considered or else in sub judice. Okay. Now any violation with under this act will attract imprisonment as punishment for a period up to 2 years. Kind of a serious offence. I think it is with connection to advent of the social media and competitive news agencies and all, that the law found it very important to implement such a offence, because new offences are added after every few years, because the human beings are dynamic in nature, and as technologies advances, or different paradigm shift happens with regard to life of people, there are chances new offenses are introduced, which is why it is important to keep amending the laws of the nation. Okay. Now the next in line is section 86, cruelty. Now, so what section 86 says is that for the purpose of section 85, so section 85 corresponds to section 498A of IPC. Okay, that is the if husband or husband's family member abuses wife, that is basically what 498A is, and for the which corresponds to section 85 of BNS. So for the purpose of section 85, okay, cruelty means any willful conduct. Okay, the conduct has to be willful. Any willful conduct which is of such a nature as is likely to drive a woman to commit suicide, or any kind of grievous injury and the like. Okay, that comes under cruelty. And another limb to this section is harassment of woman, where such harassment is with a view to coercing her or person related to her. Okay, related individuals, person related to her to meet any unlawful demand. Unlawful demand, it's mainly none other than dowry. Okay, unlawful demand for any property or valuable security, or is on account of failure by her or any person related to her to meet such demand. Okay, basically willful conduct which instigate a woman to commit suicide or other grievous injuries, or danger to her life, limb or health or whatever, and also harassment of the woman. Okay, with a view to coerce her to meet unlawful demand, mainly dowry. Okay, dowry which confines in it property or other valuable security. Now next is section 95, which goes on to say that whoever hires, employs or engages any child to commit an offence, any child to commit an offence shall be punished with imprisonment for either description, which shall not be less than 3 years, but may go up to 10 years, and also fine. And if the offence be committed, he shall be punished with the punishment provided for that offence, as if the offence has been committed by such person himself. Okay, now this also includes hiring, employing or engaging or using a child for sexual exploitation or pornography. Okay, now next is organized crime. What the definition is, organized crime may seem too technical and all, but basically what it means is any continuing unlawful activity. Okay, any unlawful activity, and it goes on to say several kinds of unlawful activities by any person, by any person or a group of person acting in concert, singly or jointly. Okay, either as a member of an organized crime syndicate or on behalf of such syndicate, by use of violence, threat of violence, intimidation, coercion, etc., that shall constitute organized crime. So even though the the entire definition looks a little technical, all you have to keep in mind is that any person who does an unlawful activity and then goes on to state different kinds of activities by any person, group of person, who is either a member of an organized crime syndicate or on behalf of such syndicate, operates jointly or singly in a concert, shall constitute what an organized crime is. Okay, Now next in line is section 112, which is petty organized crime. It is basically being a member of a group or gang, either singly or jointly, commits any act of theft, snatching, cheating, unauthorized selling of tickets, unauthorized betting or gambling, selling of public examination question papers, or any other similar criminal act, is said to commit petty organized crime. Now you may see that in the crimes which are listed in section 111 and 112. Section 112, the gravity of the offense is much lower than those which are mentioned in organized crime. Now in section 112, there is a statement that commits any act of theft, correct? In this theft, the theft shall include, okay, theft shall include trick theft, theft from vehicle, dwelling house, cargo, pickpocketing, etc., etc. Whoever commits any petty organized crime shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 1 year, which means that a minimum of 1 year, but which may extend to 7 years. It clearly the punishment may vary from 1 to 7 years, and also with a fine. Now next in line is section 113, which means terrorist act. Now I will be preparing a different slide with regard to terrorist act, as it is it contains several definitions in technical terms. So I am dedicating another video just for this particular offense, that is section 113, and in that video I will be talking about the need for the change in acts relating to terrorism. Okay, now so you may kindly go through that video once I upload it. Okay, now next in line is section 152, which is act endangering sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. What it defines is any person knowingly, okay, in this section mens rea is of utmost importance. Any person knowingly, by words either spoken or written, or by signs, or by visible representation, or by electronic communication, or by use of financial mean or otherwise, that is basically anything and everything. Okay, any person with mens rea in any form, okay, in any form excites or attempt to excite or attempt to excite secession or armed rebellion or subversive act, or encourage feeling of separatism, okay, or endanger sovereignty or unity and integrity of India, or indulge in or commit any such act, shall be punished with imprisonment for life, or with imprisonment which may extend to 7 years, and shall also be liable for fine. Okay, so basically any act which excites or attempt to excite or encourages secession, rebellion, subversive activities, etc. Anything that kind of brings us enmity towards the country, that is what is constituted in section 152. However, you need not worry, because there is a explanation given in addition to this section, wherein it is clearly stated that any comments which expresses disapprobation towards the measures or administrative action of the government with a view to obtain their alteration by lawful means without exciting or attempt to excite the aforementioned feelings, then it shall not constitute an offense under this section. This explanation basically gives us freedom to protest against those changes, both administrative or otherwise, the actions of the government. Okay, now the last which section which is introduced is section 304, which goes on to define what a snatching is. Snatching is basically what a theft is. Don't get confused. Theft is snatching. Okay. Theft is snatching if, in order to commit the theft, the offender suddenly or quickly or forcibly seizes or secures or grab or takes away from a person or from his possession any movable property. Okay, so basically what you have to understand is theft is snatching. Okay, so snatching comes under theft. What distinguishes snatching from a theft is the act of sudden or quick. Guys, I'm hoping this video is useful to you. Do subscribe to my channel, watch my other videos as well, and for your information, I will be uploading a series of videos with regard to changes that are made in BNS. I am hoping that will be helpful to you as well. So please do watch all the videos. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.